Research Institute at Kusi in the Eastern region has been graded by top institutions as a leading research body for the product. It recently obtained a visit by the President of Ghana, who underscored the key role to be played by the CSIR OPRI in the agenda for planting for exports and rural development. Here is a report by Napoleon Atokito stressing the viability of the research institution.
CSIR Oil Palm Research Institute of Ghana, OPRI, was established in 1964 as a breeding division under the CSIR Crop Research Institute to take over the functions of the defunct West African Institute for Oil Palm Research. It was responsible for the provision of oil palm plantain materials and relevant technologies. It also provided research support for Anglophone West African countries. The CSIR OPRI was upgraded to a center and gained autonomy from a sister institute in 1979 and later became a fully fledged institute in 1988. The CSIR Oil Palm Research Institute has two programs. The Oil Palm Program at Kusi in the Nchembo district of the Eastern region. The Coconut Program is located in Sekandi Takrady metropolis of the Western region. Crop improvement, agronomy and crop protection research divisions are tasked to generate high quality and high yielding plantain materials for oil palm and coconut. Tolerance to disease and pests is also considered in the agronomic practices that will lead to crop protection. In coconut, over 25 years of research has been done by CSIR OPRI. In 1997, a French company, Borotrop, designated CSIR OPRI as Africa's leader in coconut retarding disease research. The institute has developed improved oil palm plantain materials with a yield potential of 20 to 22 tons per hectare per year of fresh fruit bunches, with oil extraction of 20 to 25%. The institute says the statistics generated so far is comparable to any improved oil palm plantain material in the world. Its seed production unit is converted into a wholly Ghanaian limited liability company known as Ghana Sumatra Limited. It currently produces seed nuts certified by the International Standards Organization. Coconut and oil palm, the research areas of CSIR OPRI, are among 7 cash crops named under the government's flagship initiative, Planting for Export and Rural Development.
Here is the case. The institute has the mandate to research into 2 of the paid commodities, oil palm and coconut. And to be frank, if the nation should focus on oil palm and coconut and give it the maximum support, I tell you, these 2 commodities can turn around the economy of the country. And I'm happy the president realized that and came down to see the challenges that we have in terms of contributing towards meeting the target.
The other cash crops of Ghana are cocoa, coffee, cashew, shea-nut and mango. Thinking futuristically, the CSIR OPRI focuses on plantation nurseries to obtain healthy, transplantable seedlings.
We have the 2 stages nursery where you directly plant the oil palm seed nuts into these relatively smaller bags. And they will stay here for about 4 months within these bags. They will stay for 4 months. And during the 4 months, all the necessary cultural practices has to be undertaken so that you won't end up losing a lot of the seeds or the seedlings that will emerge from the embryo.
In 1 stage nursery, seed nuts are planted just once in a polythene bag. Provision of shade and mulching may be of help, but the nursery in 1 stage development, according to scientists, exposes seed nuts to harsh weather conditions because primarily this nursery is not sheltered. It also involves fewer seeds and task is more laborious. The 2 stages nursery involves planting the seed nut in a relatively smaller polybag. After the necessary cultural practices are undertaken, the growing seedling is transferred to a larger polybag, in which entire process is sheltered and irrigated. Napoleon Atukito, Kusi in the Eastern region.
Now, for adopting climate change practices on their farms, 24 smallholder farmers in the Pungubu district of the Northern region have received awards. The project, which started with demonstration sites in 66 selected communities in 12 districts, falls under the Ghana Agriculture Sector Investment Program, GASEP. These demonstration sites are managed by farmer-based organizations to train and also as reference points to promote the conservation of agriculture and climate-smart agriculture technology. About 1,500 smallholder farmers are being supported with seeds and other inputs this year to cultivate a maximum of 2 acres using various climate-smart practices on their farms.
At the last awards for farmers, a representative from GASEP said the bigger challenge of COVID-19 is after the pandemic. He therefore stressed on the importance of sustaining agriculture productivity, especially in these difficult times.
I want to assure smallholder farmers here and those at home that GASEP is working with various value chain actors and linking you to buyers and the market. This is to tell you that irrespective of what we are giving you, irrespective of the yield that you are expecting, that we believe that it will be bountiful, the market is there for you. Don't think about where to sell your produce at the end of the season. We have all sorts of small value chain actors that are willing to buy your produce.
The Northern Regional Director of the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, MUFA, Hajia Hawawu Musa, urged farmers to take agronomic practices seriously, encouraging them to consider rearing livestock as a complement to crop production for more income.
See that his farm, though it was half an acre, those who even did 5 acres, he got more rice than those on 5 acres. So I want to plead with you that you keep it up. We also learn from you all the time. It's not that we know everything. We have indigenous knowledge that you also impact on. You let us learn, and together we improve on whatever technology we have. Keep adapting to the technology, and then God willing, with time, things will be better than it is today.
The winners received farming equipment to enhance their work. Each of the 24 winners was also offered a 2-acre farmland for free with inputs to reduce poverty. The Zambanglu community, which emerged the overall best in conservation agriculture, received a tricycle.
If you just join us, you're watching News Hour live on GBC News. Ghana now has 6,808 positive COVID-19 cases with 2,070 recoveries and 32 deaths. Out of the 14 regions with confirmed cases, the Greater Accra region is leading with 4,836 cases. The Savannah region, which was part of the 3 regions with no confirmed case, has reported its first case, leaving the Ahafo and Mono East regions with no confirmed cases. The coordinating director for Pro East, Alhaji Bawa Musa Lanseni, says education on the need for all to adhere to the COVID-19 safety measures must be intensified to curb the spread of the disease. Alhaji Musa was speaking to GBC News at Yeji, the Pro East district capital. An observation in the Yeji town is that there was very little regard for social distancing.
I was bringing a to answer into here tanks, poly tanks me and Yama Ewo, Yuma, a bad boy, say, will you cry? You bet me our answer if you want.
COVID-19, no, Yale or day, but a bandit and say, be by a say, yen so nose mask baby okobia se woni adwuma bia obedi o market ana so kwa bonte wo se wo yusu
omo free nkrase no omo de still omo se yare bia ne o de ye wa hanyina omo nti ase ya no nso aye dadafo no ye na ya hwedwa wa esa ye ka ha omo na edi ka free baby na omo de omo nema nso nti ase anya adwuma ya pamu ya na o ya ko na ya san aba afa ya tartare ya fa de ye kan nyina ya mfa ana hanso anka se ya maye nsuo bi ni sa ayi na ya de nyina bi ni ha nti nkrofo nde still omo nim sa yare bia ne o omo njindi.
We observe that people have the face mask, but they are not using it. Until they see that committee or they see the DC coordinating director himself, the moment I go there now, and when you go, then I have a shampoo, then they will start removing it to wear. As you are saying, now that we have the EI, which is making the wearing of face mask necessary, I will not say compulsory, necessary. We have to look at it and ensure that we enforce the wearing of face masks.
We now go to the central region where the Roman Catholic Church Ghana has launched the 140th anniversary of the re-establishment of the church in Ghana. The ceremony was also used to outdoor the second synod of the Cape Coast Archdiocese and a COVID-19 emergency fund by the church to support the government's fight against the novel coronavirus pandemic in the country.
1682 and 1649, attempts were made by the earlier missionaries to establish the Roman Catholic Church in the then Gold Coast, but the move was not successful. Then, on May 18, 1880, two French missionaries arrived at Elmina in the central region to re-establish the church in the Gold Coast once again. From Elmina, where all began, the mission was extended to Navrongo 1905 in the Upper East region. At 140 years, the population of the Catholic faith in Ghana stands at 4 million, with 4 archdioceses, 15 dioceses and 1 apostolic vicariate. The church also has 121 hospitals and 3,000 educational institutions across the country. The Metropolitan Archbishop of Cape Coast, Most Reverend Charles Gabriel Palmer Buckle, said the over 100 years journey of the Catholic Church in the country has not been smooth, but through all the challenges, the Church has won over 4 million souls in the country and is determined to increase the number. The director of Caritas, a charitable arm of the Catholic Church, Reverend Father Stephen Amwa-Jisi, said the church has established a COVID-19 emergency fund to assist the government's efforts against COVID-19 in the country.
We need more to be able to serve all the people everywhere in this special region. Of course, we are the third on the road. The most affected regions, we are third. And if Central region is still third on the poverty road, then we are the most vulnerable in the whole country. And therefore, we need a lot of support to be able to help people who are suffering because of the pandemic.
From the central region, let's go to the Upper East region, where some residents of Tola in the Talensi district of the region have been homeless following a rainstorm that hit the community a couple of days ago. Property running into thousands of Ghana cedis was destroyed in the storm.
A woman and 2 children sustained injuries in the rainstorm. The 3 have since been treated at the Datoko clinic and discharged. More than 14 households were destroyed in the storm. Many dawadawa, mango and shea trees were also pulled down by the storm. Residents of the community, who are predominantly farmers, had their bags of stored maize and millets washed away in the storm. The few bags that were salvaged were also soaked in the rainwater. The only basic school in the community was also not spared. The roof of the entire block was ripped off. The assembly member of the Datoko electoral area, T. Elijah, appealed for assistance for the affected people.
Looking at the whole buildings has been collapsed. Most of them are even finding it difficult to go to the bush and farm. I don't know how they will manage, so they should try and see how they can help them. Most of them, when you enter part of the rooms or part of the houses, their foodstuffs are being destroyed. So the authorities concerned should come and see how they will help them.
The Talensi District Director of NADMO, Mr. Robert Abreu Alpha, said the havoc caused by the rainstorm is a clear indication of illegal human activities on the environment. He called on all to protect the environment.
I would like to use this opportunity to appeal to government, the NGOs and other benevolent organizations and individuals to come to the aid of these victims who need support at the moment.
The pediatric ward of the University of Ghana Hospital Legon has received a quantity of medical items. The gesture by the Rotary Club of Accra East is worth over 15,000 Ghana cedis.
Items include thermometers, manual baby weighing scale, digital baby weighing scale, resuscitator, suction machine, infusion pump, pulse oximeter, and a refrigerator. The head of the pediatric unit of the University of Ghana Hospital at Legon, Dr. Ijewa Tete, was grateful to the Rotary Club of Accra Legon East for the support, giving assurance of proper use of the items. The president of the Rotary Club of Accra Legon East, Madam Pamela Bati, said the gesture is in line with the club's key areas of focus under the maternal and child care plan, as well as disease prevention and treatment for the year 2019-2020. She appealed to corporate Ghana and well-meaning individuals who are passionate about maternal mortality to support their campaign. The club will also renovate the pediatric ward of the hospital.
And waste management giant Zoom Lion Ghana Limited has donated food items to the National Chief Imam, Sheikh Usmanu Nuhu Sharbutu, at his residence at Fadama in Accra. The items are to support the Chief Imam's gesture of feeding the vulnerable in society.
The items included 10 cartons of vegetable cooking oil, 30 bags of rice, and some undisclosed sum of money. The gesture is to support the vulnerable in Muslim communities. The Chief Corporate Communications Officer of Jospong Group of Companies, Mrs. Sophia Lisa, showed appreciation to the National Chief Imam, Dr. Sheikh Usmanu Nuhu Sharbutu, for ensuring a peaceful coexistence among different religions in the country. Receiving the items, the National Chief Imam, Dr. Sheikh Usmanu Nuhu Sharbutu, expressed gratitude to Zoom Lion Ghana Limited and its owner, Dr. Joseph Siao Ejapong, for his consistency in supporting the Muslim community. He urged the Eid al-Fitr celebrants, especially the youth, to avoid overcrowding, unnecessary jubilation with motorbikes, and other social vices, as these are not normal times. He urged Muslim communities and everyone to regularly wash their hands under running water with soap, use alcohol-based hand sanitizers, observe social distancing, and wear nose masks to stop the spread of the novel coronavirus. The spokesman of the Chief Imam, Sheikh Arimaya Shaibu, called on all Muslims to pray in their homes to curb the spread of the virus.
It's GTP, the name behind authentic and original Ghanaian textile prints,
and West Africa's leading print and textile brand.
Step out in style in any GTP fabric.
Classy, head-turning, elegant, snazzy.
GBC newscasters are cloaked by GTP.
The outfits are designed by Joanna Fashions, Nyaniba Estates, B Vogue and Designs, Kaswa,
and Alan David Collections, Havana in Accra.
It's still News Hour live on GBC News. Time to take a break. We're back with more stories for you. Please stay with us.